Hey you! I bet you're here today because you want to see if SHEIN sets are as good or better or worse than individual SHEIN pieces, especially the activewear. Yeah. How are you guys doing? This is Nicole Tan, and today I want to go through a few SHEIN activewear sets with you. Now, in my previous review video, I went through many individual pieces, especially the leggings, and I went through the price points, the quality, the material, and what I thought about them. Today, we're going to look at 3 sets in particular, and I picked these because I wanted to try out those fabric blends, the design, and most importantly, if I think the price tag reflects the quality. Without further ado, let's go! So we all know how much I love my SHEIN activewear pieces. They're awesome for that price point, and I think they're comparable to so many amazing activewear brands out there, and honestly some are even better than the pricey ones that I've bought. So in terms of sets, I think that there are some things that you should know before ordering them. You should know what to look for, what to check, and how you can determine if it's right for you. By no means am I setting up any of these sets for failure. I picked the best ones I think I can find, and I always want to love what I order. I never ever order anything with intentions of bashing them or saying that they're not great. So the things that I mention about these sets are just my opinion, and I hope that you have a chance to try them out and let me know what you think of these pieces as well. The first set that we'll be talking about is this lovely lavender set with ribbed details. So this one is called Solid Sports Bra with Leggings, and it's 25 Canadian dollars. I got this set in a small. So let's look at the materials for this. The reason why I ordered this set was because it's 92% polyamide and 8% elastane. In my experience, most clothing with this composition is super stretchy, comfortable, soft, and extremely suitable as gym wear. The top has removable bra pads and the leggings are full length. The top looks like this. It's around this length on me. I usually wear a 34C in terms of bra size, and here are the removable cup paddings, and you have this insert space for inserting or removing bra pads. When I first put this on, I felt that it was a little bit short, but after a while of stretching it this way, I found that it fit really well. In fact, I really like this top. I think it's well made. As you can see, it's pretty much seamless and stitchless around the band, so it's very comfortable. It's not itchy, especially if you have sensitive skin. This V design is quite flattering on the chest as well. I find that this was very compressive for me. There was nothing moving around. I didn't feel insecure when I was wearing this. Wasn't a big fan of how they stitch the front part of the material together. So you can see they just grabbed it and sewed it together. So if I were to say that there was one thing I didn't like about this bra, it would just be that. This is pretty awesome. So if you have watched my first leggings review from SHEIN, you would have recalled that I mentioned I didn't like this lavender pair of leggings. In that video, I mentioned that the material was awesome, but I felt that there was enough fabric around the butt area and that it didn't feel as comfortable. You're probably wondering, how is this pair any different? It looks exactly the same. I'll insert some clips of me comparing these 2 pairs of leggings. They're exactly the same. The details, the length, the waistband, the height of the waistband, everything is absolutely the same. Now, this pair is extremely comfortable. I find this to be even stretchier, even better in a workout, and I absolutely love this pair of leggings. So what went wrong with the other pair if they're the same? This is where Detective Dust Bunny comes in, because I ordered both of these that look exactly the same, so you wouldn't have to. Now, one of the things you should know when ordering from SHEIN, always check the materials. So this is the main difference. The other one was a different material, whereas this one that comes in the set is the polyamide and elastane mix. Because of that, it's a ton more stretchy on the body. It fits well and it just doesn't slide down. I wish I got this set first, then I wouldn't have bought the other one, but I'm glad I know now. The set is no nonsense, it's comfortable, it looks great, it's very functional, it's not over the top. I find that these ribbed details definitely look good at hiding cellulite. It really enhances the booty with the slight contour without looking overly obvious, and the tummy control is great. This tall waistband is comfortable, it's not overly tight, and there's no elastic running through the top. So for this set, I think it's definitely worth ordering. I should note that both these lavender colored leggings are equally squat proof, although the materials are different. These two pair of leggings are really thick and they definitely look okay even when you're sweating at the gym, which you're supposed to sweat anyways, and these ones hold up for a workout. I always test all my stuff and see how they wash and how they wear before I review them, and I would say that this set definitely has my approval. Now let's talk about that super cute mint blue set that I got. So this set is called the Seamless Crop Zip-Up Sports Jacket with Wide Band Waist Leggings, and this one is 32 Canadian dollars. I got my color in mint blue and this set is a small. The material for this set is 90% nylon and 10% spandex. If you look on the SHEIN website, you'll see that this set has way over 1,000 reviews. As you can see, it's pretty popular as the design is pretty cool. Let's talk about the jacket. The light blue is beautiful. I just cannot get enough of how pretty this color is. I think that the zipper is slightly rough. If I was being picky, when you put it on, you don't really feel it. It's just when you're touching it, it doesn't feel as luxurious just because the zipper is a little bit rougher. The material around the collar is a little bit rough around the edges. You can see there's a little bit of stitches that are not as tightly done. I appreciate that there are no extra tags hanging out the sides of the jacket because that would be really itchy even if you cut them off. They have the material printed on the back of the sweater and I think that's really cool. I do like it when brands don't have extra tags. The material for this one is not overly thick and I really appreciate that because then you can wear this on a warmer day if you don't want sunlight beating down on your skin. For me, I don't do well if I have too much sun, so I could throw this on when I'm driving if I don't want my arms to overheat. That's pretty helpful. So what do you think? Do you like the color? Let's talk about the leggings. This one also has a nice tall waistband. It doesn't have an elastic running through the top. It's medium compressive, it's not overly tight. This one is really comfortable and I like that it's not overly thick and it doesn't roll over when you're wearing it and you're sitting down. So this one actually wins the comfy score. I really like how I feel when I have these on for lounging or working out or yoga or running. It's not very thick. I'm wearing blue underwear in the try-ons, so you can decide if you think it's see-through. I don't think it is. It doesn't really bother me, but I wouldn't wear black or bright red underwear or something with lots of patterns for this. Stretch wise, this is pretty decent. I like that it's stretchy, although they have a different blend of fabrics all through the leg. Like this one, like this pattern here isn't as stretchy, but this pattern is pretty stretchy. So because of the texture, It will definitely hide cellulite, it will hide anything you don't want to draw attention to, which I think is great. And best of all, we have the booty seams here. So one of the complaints I have about this is I wish that the seams were a little bit higher up, so it would just be where your butt is versus the upper part of your thighs. Then again, I can't complain. I tried pulling them up, they don't really go all the way up there, so it just sits a little bit under where your butt is. So SHEIN, whoever designed this, if you are printing these again, please just move this up a little bit more. Thank you. It will be so flattering on all of us. We will love you for it. Overall, I believe that this pair of leggings is really well made. The fabric is not itchy, it's really soft, it's really cozy and comfortable, and I definitely will wear this many more times to come. This set also comes in a lime green color. That one is super cute as well. Now that we've looked at 2 out of 3 sets, we can all agree that these are not bad at all for the price point. When I'm ordering, I would purposely look for sets that are on the higher end of $20 to $30. They tend to be made with much better material, they're made a lot nicer, and most of the more expensive pieces don't tend to have loose waistbands with an elastic around the top. These ones wash, stretch, and wear really well. I've never had issues with these ones snagging or pilling even when I throw them in the dryer, but please don't do that. It's just not good for your activewear in general. I'm quite happy with these 2 sets so far. So let's look at the 3rd set and see what we think of this one. So this 3rd set is called the Contrast Fishnet Thumb Hole Seamless Sports Tee and Striped Sports Legging, and this one is 31 Canadian dollars. I got this in size small, and let's take a look at what it's made of. This set is made of 90% nylon and 10% spandex, and it claims to be high stretch as well. In fact, all these 3 sets claim to be high stretch. If you look on the website, you can check and see where the stretchometer is on all their items. I usually try to pick items with a medium or high stretch when I'm ordering them. This is a tip for you as well. Sometimes you look at an item and feel like, oh, this looks like it would fit perfectly. And when the item comes, you realize that it's not really that stretchy or it's not as soft.
Always check what it's made of.
This set looks amazing on the picture of the item. I love how the fishnet side goes all the way up your thighs. It's really slimming, and this detail with the stripes is just really flattering. In my last review, I mentioned the original blue set that I said was a little bit too tight, but that I loved how it felt, the material, and how the booty contour is on the exact right spot. And I absolutely loved that set. I was pretty curious to see if the SHEIN dupe is anywhere as good as the original one that they're selling, since this one's a lot cheaper. Let's talk about the top first. Upon first touch, the material is really soft and comfortable. It has good stretch, and I really like how smooth it is to the touch. I find that the fishnet around the sleeves isn't as smooth as the other blue set that I mentioned. The main reason I'm not a big fan of this top particularly is that everywhere fits really well, but this is just so much baggier. If it was a little bit more fitting around the ribs, I think it would look a lot more flattering. So, unlike the other blue set that I said runs small, I would say this set runs big. Although they are very similar, don't size up for the SHEIN dupe. They are very stretchy. I think there's excess fabric for sure, and I would say size down for this ones. There's no tags as well, everything is printed. This is a trend that I hope they keep doing. Thank you. Now let's talk about the leggings. The main difference I noticed is that the contouring on the SHEIN dupe is right around the legs, whereas the original one has the contouring right underneath the butt. The other one is a lot more flattering than this. This is cheaper, it's a good dupe. Material is not as soft and thick. This one is stretchier for sure, and the other one is a lot more solid and compressive. The material is thicker on the blue pair. Because it's cut bigger, I find that the waistband is not overly compressive. It's a tall waistband as well. There's no elastic running through the top. It's relatively comfortable and it's definitely sweat proof, as you can see. It's full length on my body. I'm 5'3". These 3 pairs of leggings are seamless leggings and there's no camel toe that you have to worry about. Let's talk about the fishnet sides. Will your underwear show through the sides? Yes, it will. It definitely will. So if you're wearing something like that, make sure your underwear is way up. You could wear underwear that is kind of higher on the waist so that it doesn't show. Personally, I don't really care. You can wear anything you want as long as you feel comfortable doing so. This fishnet isn't the softest, like I mentioned with the top. It's comfortable. It's just not the smoothest type of fishnet I've ever touched. I think the original one is a lot softer, but I would say you usually get what you pay for, and the dupes are definitely not as good as the original one I previously reviewed, except for the sizing issue. Another thing that I'd like to address for the stripes around the leg is that they are not sewn to be matching on both sides. So that one part isn't exactly perfect, but I guess I shouldn't expect too much. The coloring on it had a little bit of flaws as well. They're not really visible from a distance unless you really scrutinize and look for something wrong. I think I definitely would have to bite the bullet and get the original brand, since that one was a lot more flattering. I don't recommend this one unless you don't mind that the top is a lot baggier around the front, or that the contours are right on the leg, not underneath the booty. So what can we take away from these 3 sets? Make sure you check the price point. If something is really cheap and seems too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. A lot of people complain that they hate shopping online because it doesn't look like the picture, or that the material doesn't feel as good as they thought it would be. As a consumer, you definitely want to check the reviews, the material, the price. Usually these things will line up and we kind of get what we pay for. The good thing about Shein is if you pay the $199 shipping guarantee, if you hate something, you can send it back. If you've ordered any activewear sets from Shein, let me know what you got, what you thought of them, and if you would recommend them. I see lots of new sets coming up regularly. There's Do You Even dupes, body engineered dupes, and they look pretty amazing. I noticed that reviews are usually really good or not so great. Everyone's different. Our bodies are different. So if you liked this review today, I hope you consider leaving me a like and a subscribe. I'd love to see you again, and I'm sure you'll like to see what I have to review next time.